How's it going, boys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're gonna be showing you, I'm gonna be showing you how to play the most autistic hero in Dota, and that is Zeus himself. Now, he looks like an absolute god here because of my Arcana. I don't think I ever did a Zeus guide, so yeah, here it is, guys. Zeus guide. Now, just like PA, you have to use Arcana, guys. The fucking Zeus without Arcana looks absolutely fucking pathetic. This is like some kind of pathetic old man that I see over here. Alright, well, what are you? You're like 80 years old boomer. Just please, like, I don't even know why you exist, bro. Again, you have to use the Arcana, guys. This is not a meme. I'm not trying to meme here. You have to use it. This is an actual god here. He's floating on his fucking cloud with holding lightning in his hands. Like, he actually, this is Zeus. You have to play Zeus like this. If you don't have this, you cannot play. Oh yeah, yes, that background is nice. So yeah, guys, why is Zeus so strong? Okay, so Zeus is strong because essentially Zeus is basically the strongest magic damage nuker in the entire game of Dota, period. There's not too many heroes that can outscale that, okay? There's not too many heroes that can outscale that. You know, you might be like, oh, there's Tinker. Tinker is a close call. I'm not gonna lie. But in the early mid game to the late game, Zeus is probably the highest magic damage dealer in Dota, period. Okay, there's not many games where you don't see Zeus being the highest damage dealt in the entire game. Mainly because fucking Static Field is autistically good. And that's just facts, okay? So yeah, that's Zeus. And the best part about Zeus is that he has an ability that basically strikes people without having to see them. He is global. So he has global with a Thunder God, Thunder God's Wrath, and Nimbus with the Aghanims. And people forget that. People think of Zeus as like close range fighter. He wants to have this distance, okay? The last thing that Zeus ever wants is to be right in your face. He wants to get the cast range, which is why stuff like Aether Lens is nice. He wants to not even see you, but just kill you with fucking lightning. That's what Zeus wants to do, okay? And the last thing is that Zeus has ability, well, two abilities, actually three, that gives him true sight. So the good part about this is that, you know, if there's wars or whatnot, now if there's enemy wards, you can de-ward for free, and that's really nice because you don't have to waste money you know, buying sentries, which is why Zeus is like okay at supporting but not really. He doesn't have the best disables. He has a shit ton of damage, a shit ton of global presence, and de-warding capabilities. Also good against, you know, invisible units per se. Now, as I stated, Zeus doesn't have lockdown. So if your team doesn't have lockdown, do not pick Zeus. If you have a fucking Venomancer Abaddon support duel, which I see quite fucking often, you don't pick Zeus. Because if you pick Zeus, the last thing you ever need is no lockdown at all. Okay, if you guys have a PA, fucking Bristleback, Venomancer, Abaddon, the last hero you want to fucking pick, unless if you're trying to go all in 69 that shit, you're not gonna pick Zeus. You're gonna pick something like DK or some other Storm Spear or some hero with some kind of stun ability. Now, you might be like, oh, Zeus has a stun. No, this is not a fucking stun. This is a mini stun. This doesn't really count as a disable. It's more like canceling TPs and that's it. So yeah, that's it. So essentially, how do you play Zeus? You play Zeus, there's two ways to play Zeus. If the enemy mid laner is super squishy, like for example, if they have I don't know, something like a Drow Ranger mid, I don't know who the fuck would play Drow. You know, what else is there? Bat Rider possibly. Queen of Pain is a big one. Tinker. That's about it. There's not many heroes that, maybe Clinks, okay? Ricky. There's not many fucking heroes where you do this anymore. You don't max out your lightning bolt. If they have those heroes which I just stated, you max your lightning bolt because that allows you to essentially nuke the shit out of them, okay? So people think Quap counters Zeus. because of dagger, and she can just, you know, go on top of you and whatnot. It is kind of true. It is kind of true. Quap does kind of counter Zeus, and Quap can blink in your face and kill you, and Quap can blink out of everything. But the thing about Zeus is that you go like this, and she's dead. You do it again, and she's dead. This is how much damage you nuke. Quap doesn't have a lot of HP, guys. If you're trading nukes with Quap, you're gonna out damage the Quap every single fucking time because you have more magic damage. Everything about Zeus screams, I have more magic damage than you. So yeah. But besides that, 99% of the time, if you're against like any other hero, especially like Viper, TA, any hero that, oh yeah, SF is another one where you actually get your W. But any hero that, one, you can just out farm, and two, you can't actually kill, or they just have too much sustain, you don't go for the lightning bolt unless you're trying to gank. I don't really appreciate that build. Honestly, hate playing Zeus like that because what ends up happening is that you have 0 farm and you just die because you're fucking Zeus and you just get jumped on. You would have to be an absolute god to like play Zeus that way. Maybe it works sometimes. There are some games where if the enemy has like a Morphling or Terrorblade, you have to, you know, do that. So normally you're gonna get a point in your arc lightning, and that's because when you're trying to last hit creeps, you don't actually have to right click stuff. So you know it's good against like laser from Tinker, Razor, and whatnot. So any hero that kind of makes you unable to last hit, or blinds you, soaks your damage, disarms you, or whatever the fuck, you know, you get this, you can last hit with it. Now you don't want to spam it a lot. You kind of want to right click whenever you can, by the way. You don't want to just last hit everything with your Q, because if the enemy is smart, they're gonna buy a wand, and before you know it, you're gonna be giving them like 50 billion wand charges for no reason, and then they're just gonna be happy because you gave them wand charges. And then you get point in your static field. You get 1 point in lightning bolt just for the stun and to check wards, and then you max your arc lightning. And this is what you're doing. So you're going to be farming everything. You get your ult at level 6 every time. And you skill it up. Okay. 300 damage at level 1 is not bad. Cooldown skills, everything. It's a 500 damage nuke at max level to 5 heroes. Now if you do some simple math, 5 times 5 is 2,500. You're going to be getting your talent too. Now, the talent is a little bit weird. If you feel like you might get killed a lot, if they have like a Slark or some hero that can chase you down, Leshrac or whatever, maybe get the movement speed. But most of the time, if you're going to get run down, 20 movement speed is not going to do too much. Mainly because in this variation of the farming build, you're buying boots of travel every time. You might buy arcane boots and then disassemble it into boots of travel, but you're always going to get boots of travel. So you're already really fast. And the reason why you're doing this is because, you know, you're obviously going to buy bottle every single fucking game as Zeus. That's not a question in this patch. And every time when you run out of mana, you're just going to TP base. And you're going to run out, okay? And I think the talent can be negated by just buying Windlace if you need it for the movement speed. And it's absolutely fine. Like, you don't have to get the talent. The mana is just better most of the time. Level 15... You know, people, 350 HP is not a joke, guys. 350 HP is literally the difference between, like, dying to a nuke and not dying. Now, here's what I want to say. Static field damage is a shit ton, okay? 1.2% static field damage is a lot. Is a lot. Now, if you're playing my variation of Zeus, which, you know, if you're not playing my variation of Zeus, you're maxing your W, you're getting mana boots, and you're running around with like 2 null talismans, okay? Then you take the HP because you're going to be running in the enemy's face. Now, if you're playing my variation of Zeus, you don't give a shit because you're never going to see them, and I'm going to tell you guys why. You're going to pick the static field damage, and yeah. Over here, if they have like a Morphling, Terrorblade, or some kind of hero that gets popped with your ultimate, meaning that your ult plus Nimbus plus like a Nyx Assassin or Earth Spear or some kind of hero that ganks people that jumps on them will kill them, you get the ult damage. Because this actually amps it by a lot. You're doing 200 more. Because by the way, you're buying Refresher every single game. Now, the lightning bolt stun duration stacks with Nimbus and everything. So, you know, this is like a lot more stun. If you lightning bolt them and then you Nimbus them, you have double Nimbus. They're pretty much stunned forever. So this one's probably the hardest one out of everything here. I personally like to go for the Thunder God's Wrath damage, but this is just as good. Okay, this is just as good. If you guys lack lockdown, get this one. And then level 25 arc lightning damage every single fucking time because lifesteal just does not fucking matter. It doesn't do shit. And yeah, that's it. Now, this is what you do, guys. So, after you get your Boots of Travels, okay, you could buy No Talisman in lane if you want to. That's fine. You can get a stick if there's like a Bristleback mid or some shit like that. But generally, you want to rush Boots of Travels. And then you go for a Aether Lens. Most of the time. If you're losing the game and you're getting absolutely shit on, go for an Aghanim Scepter. Because now you can actually be useful, okay? You're going to be farming a lot. So when you show up to fights, what you're going to do is this. You're going to start off with like a little nuke. Use your Q and just back the fuck out. That's it. Your job is fucking done. Your Q is going to zap around people. And then you're probably going to run out mana. So just TP base, right? TP base. And then once you're at base, you're just going to use your Nimbus and your ulti. Like that. And then boom. Everyone's going to be low. And that's it. And then your job is done. That's your contribution in the early game. All you're doing is maybe nuking once and just running away. If they have like an anti-mage or something or a storm spirit, which happens a lot because people play those heroes, then you're gonna try to like not even fucking show up, okay? If they don't have any way to kill you, you can go for the aggressive build and go, you know, like tank up with the HP and whatnot. But if they have like heroes that are gonna kill you like Spectre, Storm, Nyx Assassin, I don't know what else hero kills you. Lycan, perhaps. Doom, Clockwork. All these like bullshit heroes that like try to kill you. PA. Do the build I just told you guys. Get your fucking Aghanims, get your Aether Lens, and get your Refresher Orb. And then eventually you're gonna be getting Octarine Core because cooldown reduction is fucking OP on Zeus with the cast range. And then if you need escape, you buy the shard, okay? You buy the shard. And then that's it. That's all you need. Guys, shard is absolutely insane. It zaps people, it slows them. Look how much it slows them by. It slows them by 100%. This guy can't even move anymore. Holy shit. Yeah, that is fucking insane. And you're doing damage. And this works with static field, I believe. So, yeah, guys. Do not get baited into buying Yule Scepters. That is shit. Do not get baited into buying anything, really. Blink Daggers are kind of fucking ass, honestly. Because you just need your shard now. You don't need anything else. The shard is good enough, dude. The shard can literally break fucking Pounce from Slark, okay? And the only other thing that can break fucking Pounce is like Force Staff. You can't blink out of Pounce. You can't like time walk out of Pounce. But you can fucking Nimbus jump out of Pounce. That is how fucking OP Zeus is. He's literally a god. So yeah, that's that. And the only other time you would be getting anything defensive is probably Aeon Disc. If there's like a Faceless Void or Spectre that's just gonna haunt on you and Abyssal you or Chrono you, you just get the Aeon Disc, and you always save for buyback because, you know, Zeus buyback is very good. In the very late game, you could potentially, if you don't die, you don't have lockdown problem, just go for the Yasha, more spell amp and whatnot. You know, you could go for Ethereal Blade. Maybe Arcane Blink is fine too. You know, cast your Arcane Blink and then cast your spells. And essentially in the late game, guys, this is your combo. You're gonna ultimate Nimbus, Refresher, ult, Nimbus, okay? Let me just show you guys something right here. Let's say there's a late game Luna or something, okay? Oh fuck, I actually have to do this again. Can I remove spawns? I can't fucking spawn heroes. Perfect. Alright, I have to restart my thing. That's sad. So yeah, basically Zeus counters any squishy hero. There's not many carries or supports. I mean, if there's a strength carry, you probably can't solo kill them. But if there's like a support or whatever, you can kill them for sure, right? Like let's say a lion, the fucking squishiest support. Also, you're really good against Wyvern right now, which is one of the strongest heroes. You know, let's say a Luna, and let's do a Sven here, right? Let's do some testing here. So you're gonna level up the enemies to max. We're gonna level up to max here. What does a Luna usually buy? A Luna usually buys, you know, Manta, right? Satanic. This is a late game Luna, right? Satanic. BKB. Scotty. Butterfly. And something like Booster Travel, sure. Oh, oops. And then the Sven, let's just buy the Sven, the same thing. Satanic, Scotty, whatever, you know, whatever the fuck Sven buys. It doesn't really matter. But Lion, let's just give him some like support items. He's probably not gonna have this shit. So yeah, let me show you guys how Zeus's combo is. Zeus's little combo is. Can I actually get my shit, please? What was I gonna buy? Oh yeah, Agnums, right. What's the other thing I was gonna buy? Okay, it doesn't really matter. So this is Zeus, okay, late game wise. You ult, you Nimbus, and then you ult again. And then this guy's dead. He literally cannot move out of it, by the way. Let's say this is the Luna. You Nimbus her, you ult, you Nimbus her again, you put it in the middle, and she's trying to run out, and she's just not running out, and you just kill her. Well, although, yeah, she can press BKB, and then you're fucked. You have to just back out. You literally... Generally, what you don't want to do is you don't want to ult when they're BKB. You want to, like, either wait for the BKB to be over, or do not try to fucking kill steal with your ultimate, okay? Do not do that. Because you're gonna fuck up yourself. So before the fight even starts, what you're gonna do is you're gonna ult Nimbus right away, as fast as you can. Literally, this is your hands. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna ult Nimbus and then ult, and then the second Nimbus you can place it on support, okay? So you're gonna look at the fight. You're not gonna be at the fight. You're gonna be in your fucking base. That's where you're gonna be. You're gonna look at the fight, right? And you're gonna see, okay, this line's over here. You're gonna ult Nimbus him, refresher, and then ult really fast, and then Nimbus wherever he's going. So if he's like trying to run away, just Nimbus there. Because when you ult the first time, generally within like the next second or two, the enemy carry is just gonna press BKB, because he already lost like half of his HP. And if you ult him twice, he's gonna be at 50% HP. He's just gonna die to like anything. So he's gonna press his ultimate. I mean, he's gonna press BKB, which is why you have to try to ult twice really fast. Or let's say if they have 3 BKBs, you might have to either do it before or wait until it's after. That's your only options, really. So yeah, guys, that is basically Zeus in a nutshell, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out the Twitch, check out the Patreon, check out the Discord, check out the anything and everything, boys. Have a very nice day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.